games span this sport far and wide, from battles over racks of ribs to numerous bells, representation of animals and multiple weapons. But you know a rivalry is a rivalry when the fight is over a brass spittoon. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Indiana's offense will take the first swing of the game. The Hoosiers pulled out a close one the last time they saw Sparty.
Big win for Indiana. And listen, I know Indiana all of a sudden now in this rebirth, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff, but this is a rivalry game that means so much to them. It's one they circle at the start of every year, and getting that win the last time out was huge for the program.
And it meant a lot to Indiana because this series has been extremely one-sided. Like, they're actually the little brother in this scenario. Michigan State fans can relate to that saying, and it's been used the other way around for other rivalries, but Indiana exacting some revenge and winning a close one was huge for this rivalry.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Here's the handoff. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Vincent. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon, the trophy itself.
Well, it isn't anymore. They don't play every single year, but when they do meet up, David, it's must-watch TV.
And I think the coolest part about this rivalry is the trophy. And Reese omitted it. He usually doesn't do that. He's usually always on top of all of these details, but he kind of missed it. Back in 1950, Michigan State students were trying to make it more exciting, so they went by this store and basically bought a $25 trophy. An old brass spittoon. It's kind of gross, it's kind of nasty, but it's kind of awesome.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So the Michigan State Spartans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Works the middle of the field. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that line.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10 plays,
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Gives it on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Snowed under by the defense. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner?
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old brass spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided. They've dominated it, Jesse, so I'm looking forward to see if Indiana can kind of reverse that trend.
And I know this is a rivalry that a lot of college basketball fans get really excited for every year, but the football rivalry is pretty good, too, and you both just very eloquently laid out why, the history behind this game. They do not like each other.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. Finds the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. And that one's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Give to the running back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's busted. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Out of the gun. The tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Vincent. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Let's go. They'll move the tight end. They think there's room to run to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap in the shotgun. Wideout trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 18 to Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and then turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Vincent. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's Camarda. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted a game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hoosiers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back on the option. The give. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They punted away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. That's reeled in. It's Camarda. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Dropping back. It's Vincent. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Catch in stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's busted. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Indiana has the ball back.
Backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
You know, to a lot of people, it's just a brass spittoon. But to these teams, it means so much more, and it sure looks like it so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Guys, gotta love when the brass spittoon is up for grabs. Let's get things back to you.
The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. You can grab. But you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. And the Spartans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Michigan State! And that one will give them the lead.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. RPO complete to open the drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. Turns it on in midfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And some room to work. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Spartans have this offense rolling. With the catch, it's man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Spartans trying to cash it in on first and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And this throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Handoff to the lone back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes the catch. It's busted. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. To throw, it's Vincent. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He'll keep it himself. He's in open space downfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10.
They'll run it from the gun. Bulldozes his way through. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there, and good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
No big secret what they're trying to do. They'll try the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Got it in the middle, it's Winston. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
They've got the screen set up. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. Got a man. It's Bettis. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A little release to the back. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Vincent. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Last chance coming up. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
A huge point after this for the lead. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. To the victor go the spoils, and the old brass platoon will reside in Bloomington as Indiana takes down Michigan State. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.